What up, everybody? Welcome to the Do You Even Grow Bro show. Duh. Like always, Alfred Turks in the house. Country bread. What up? What up? What's happening, everybody? Chop this shit up. A little later, I had to take Tilla to the beach. So out there swimming and shit. Hope everyone's flowers are doing good. Your cannabis is doing good. Everything should be in flower now. Or right there. Projecting August 5th. What's today? 29th. But August 5th everything should be full on in flower and going good. Going very lovely. Chopping up some of this Twisted OG right here. Some purple and green. This shit's berries and cream. A little gassy. It's like a doll berry. Like a berry and milk. Something like that. Like a creamy berry. Get this shit going. Ooh wee baby. Some good shit right here. Man. I think I have a broken neck. Feels broken. Still works. But it's probably broken. How's everybody doing today? TJ Times in the house. Why are you always up so late? What do you mean? This is my daytime. I am the moon man. I come up at night. Fix my shirt. Hell yeah. It's just past my bedtime and my phone went off, so I had to check because you're late. Last updates have been later at night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whenever we got time to do it. I usually sleep during the day. I sleep during the hottest part of the day and come up. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can order from there. Hell yeah, I just sent out a pack today. I'm certified old guy. Yo, what's up? Am I looking for a green LED headlamp? Hell yeah. There you go. Yup. Fuck yeah. I've got my headlamp on. I'm at war with the coons. Call a goo. Cog. What's that one? Mr. Allen TV's in the house. Hell yeah. What's happening? Yeah, so TJ, we did our Frequency Friday. We did Electroculture. You can check that one out. Our next one we're going to do is either going to be on sonic culture or magnetism. I'll probably do sonic culture next or magnetism. I'm not sure yet because they're both important. And one you can apply right now, one you kind of have to purchase something from me. You don't have to, but it is what I have. Because we have the sonic culture. We have the whole system. The CDs, the foliar spray, everything. And it's cheap. Super cheap. But yeah, 7 grams of RSO for $50. Shipping's included. You get a free pack of seeds. Damn, so TJ, wait a minute. I just sent you a pack, TJ. Shit, bro. I just sent you a pack. So, I mean, if you want to order something, you can, or if you want to donate, you can. Hell yeah. I just sent you a sample package. Hopefully something you'll grow next year. I sent you the Cushy Monster. And if you like that one, I got fucking Crimson Burst too. You know what I mean? Try to send you some stuff based on, your things, but it's hard when I haven't tested a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? I need patience. I lost most of my patience that, had certain kinds of issues that I could test stuff on. So hopefully I'm gonna be buying some too, bro. Hell yeah. Queen Kaylin, what up? Just sent you a package too. Yeah, I just sent out a bunch of packages today. They shut down the UPS in our town. Fucking guy. I'm like, bastard. Now where do we go? We got to go to the main hub. Hell yeah. Yeah, I forgot what I sent you. I know Cushy Monster for sure. Kylo Jabba. Maybe Kylo Punch. I don't know. I grabbed a few. I have so many, so it's hard for me to choose what other people might want to grow. So I always I give you guys what I want to see grow in your spot. You know what I mean? And then it's up to you to buy whatever you want. Sup, Vic Dog? What's happening? Hell yeah, man. Yeah, sample packs, man. We got sample packs. Sample packs. Hell yeah. It's on our website. So when you order off our website, it's free shipping. And then you get a sample pack of RSO. So you get 2 RSO. And then you get a free pack of seeds with every purchase. And that's my promotion going right now. And that's how it goes. DOA's in the house. Budville's in the house. Local Grow Guy's in the house. What up? Waiting on the Northern Lights tonight. I did see some weird shit going on up there. And I thought, what the fuck's happening right now? But, there's this like thunderstorm going on too. It's like low altitude clouding. It's fucking strange. Damn, I heard RSO. Fuck yeah, that's all we do here, man. We fucking turn these pounds into RSOs, trying to help the people. And that's the only thing that saves you when the pot cops come. It's like they came here, they're like, what are you going to do with all this weed? Who are you going to sell it to? And I was like, huh? You know someone? I don't know anybody. I'm like, I make RSOs. They're like, what? Yeah, turn these pounds into fucking like milligrams, dude. They're like, oh. Any good sites out there? No, not for me. I have autos. I don't make autos though. What I make are long day, short night plants. So you would call them an auto. Normal people call them autos. California people, like the big dogs who know all kinds of shit, they tell me I can't do what I'm doing. But Jade Nectar says, no, Twisted, you're right. Jade Nectar says, you're doing the good shit there, Twisted. So what we do is we take photo periods, right? And I search these photo periods specifically for this one genetic marker, right? And that's this early flower. And if I can find a male with that same fucking marker, I'll mix them together. And what happens is under 24 hours of light, bam, they go into flower. And what the best part is when you put them outside, they stay in flower. You got to feed them flower nudes, of course, but hell yeah. Major solar flare is about to hit. Okay, now I'm up twisted. I need to figure a way to turn a lot of my outdoor. Oh, I can help you, bro. I will teach you exactly what you need to know. It's simple. We can do it on a live together, in private. So, maybe a couple people come or whatever. But yeah, dude, anytime you're a Michigander, dude, anytime hit me up, bro. And you're in the Thumb. I didn't think anybody lived in the Thumb. I see the thumb and I'm like, there's nothing there. Like, there's no roads to get anywhere. I'm like, how the fuck do you even get in the thumb, dude? Yeah. I'll be upgrading the outdoor grow area. Fuck yeah, man. Right, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I hope everybody does too. I hope everyone just researches the knowledge and looks into shit and then thinks about what they want to do, how they want to be. How do you want to really grow? What kind of cannabinoids do you want to pack in this weed that aren't seen? You know, and only through testing are we going to be able to really go, oh, that fucking did that to that. You know what I mean? So I know, right? It's crazy. So this one dude, right, I gave him a bag for his birthday. His birthday was back in January, but he wouldn't come to my house. You know, we got these dispensaries in town. All my people go to dispensaries now, bro. They don't come here. It's like I see him like, hey man, you know I got weed, right? They're like, I know you got the fire, but they just whatever. Like, okay. You know, I'm not gonna twist no one's arm or nothing like that. But he was like, you know that shit you gave me? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that was good shit, man. He's like, dude, that tastes awesome. I'm like, I know, I focused on that last year. You know, the first few years, we had to fucking battle mold, powdery mildew, and bugs. And until I fucking figured that shit out, dude, the weed wasn't really terpy. It was weed with strength. Everyone wants this fucking perfect little ball of fucking love that tastes so good. So I'm like, well, fuck, let's try to do that. I got my Skittles right now. Crazy dope. Hell yeah. Skittles is strong, bro. That's the one that fucking, I was hitting that and had a heart attack, bro. Not even kidding. I had to go to the hospital. What I get from Dispos is freebies for buying my gummies. Yeah, right? Hell yeah. You know how to make gummies too? We teach you how to make gummies. I got stock in all this shit, bro. Like once they fucking, oh yeah, dude, Skittles was the one, bro. Skittles took me out, man. I was like, oh, it was so tight, bro. And I was like, oh man, put that shit down, bro. I was like, I don't smoke that no more. And then it took me about 4 or 5 days and I couldn't recover. And I was like, yeah, bro, I should probably go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm hurting, dude. And then that's when they're like, so you're having a heart attack. I'm like, so, but what's wrong with my lungs? They're like, nothing. You're having a heart attack. I'm like, but my lungs were killing me. It's weird, man. You don't have access to that much grain alcohol, but you do. You just don't know it. Oh, man, it's all good. That was last year. That was all. Remember when your name was Twisted Toots or whatever? Yeah, that was that time, bro. You was too busy talking shit to know what was going on with Twisted Roots. Hell yeah, man. And they are rough to get down texture-wise. Dosage was there, but hard to get down. Oh, gummies? Oh, bro, I could show you all kinds of techniques. Yes, it was, liar. Twisted Toots. It was a good one, though. Buzzville's like, that wasn't my name. Really? That was you for 3 hours going off on Gigi's channel as Twisted Toots. What was it? Twisted Poops? Oh, it was Twisted Poops. My bad. You know how it is. All the heart attack shit that's my fault, though. It was my fault. I've been telling you guys, I've been sitting here for 6 years telling you that there's something wrong with me and they can't figure out what it is. They keep telling me I'm crazy, keep sending me to the psych ward and shit. So I keep coming out of there passing full colors. They're like, dude, you could be a super soldier. And I'm like, no fucking shit. But they keep sending me here. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll just go live my life. You know, and I'm here smoking Black and Milds, fucking eating bad and shit. And next thing you know, boom, heart attack. And, you know, they told me it was coming. They kept saying, dude, your cholesterol's rising. Your numbers are bad. You're fucking borderline diabetic. I was a mess, bro. And, but they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They kept just sending me back. Here you go. I don't know. Until finally it happened. And I'm like, yo, this has been happening for 10 years, bro. Like, imagine one day you're just a badass motherfucker at work. You're like the best worker. I'm not even fucking pulling your leg here. I got awards and everything. These motherfuckers gave me all kinds of bonuses and shit. Next thing you know, I go down to fucking screw in a door, dude. I couldn't even get back up. Like I had to pull myself up. And I just, from then on, dude, I was a bitch. Oh, well, I gotta admit it. I was a bad motherfucker one day. And the next day, I could barely fucking stand up. It was fucking weird. And that's when I went home and I sat fuck down. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm going to die if I don't chill. And I stopped working. I stopped all that shit. But I never should have sat down. That was my mistake. I should have stopped smoking. I should have started eating better. And I should have never sat down. And that's what got me. I mean, dude, I sat for 2.5 years. I was sitting down. I was on all kinds of drugs and shit. Martazepine fucked my whole brain up, bro. I like lost myself for a long time. And when I finally did get back up, dude, my muscles were all atrophied in my legs. And that's what I've been working on all these fucking years without, hardcore working out, is trying to get my muscle back and shit. That's why I look like a bitch. After having seizures, everyone is like, are you okay to do this? Which, see? And that's what it is. You got to know, you as a man, that's what's wrong with men, is we don't want to say, oh, we don't feel good. Oh, we don't feel good. Most people are drinkers. And there's nothing against that, bro. We medicate and all different things. Cigarettes, coffee, weed, all drugs, alcohol, right? Those things numb us to where if you didn't do that, you would feel the progression of yourself going down, dude. And when you first start feeling you ain't a bad motherfucker no more, you go to the hospital, bro. There's something wrong with you. You need to get tested. Keep that test up. Because, dude, the first thing I said was I went to the VA and said, can you test my heart? I'm like, I think there's something wrong with my heart. And they're like, boom, 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 boom. They're like, no, your heart's pounding, bro. Your heart's fucking 100%. You're good. The thing was, though, is this artery right here is fucking blocked. And I'm not kidding, dude. It's blocked like inches. It's completely fucking done. And luckily, though, I'm a super soldier and my heart grew other veins, like out of that fucking vein into my heart. So the blood goes, it still goes, or else I wouldn't be here. Like that time when I did die, I died last year. I died and I came back to life. Like, and if I could tell you again what I saw, and it's crazy. People talk about, oh, when I died, I was in this tunnel and there was a light and shit. They never tell you what that tunnel looks like. That tunnel is not a black tunnel. It's a vortex. It's smoke. It's like smoke in rings. And you're traveling through it. And between those rings, you see things like, and I wasn't really paying attention because I was paying attention to what was coming at me, but I was kind of looking and it was playing scenes and it's probably my life. And then next thing you know, I swear on everything, there was a black guy in front of me, a black dude. And he was sitting on a fucking golden throne. He came toward me from the light. He was the light. And he had this fucking afro with this gold fucking crown. No spikes, no bullshit like that. He looked like Conan or something. Big fucking muscular black dude, glowing, radiating gold out of him. And he touched my forehead and I understood return. And I opened my eyes and I was here and I jumped to my feet and I was like, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm here. I was surprised, bro. Surprised like a motherfucker. I came back to this goddamn place. What did martazepine do to you? Oh, dude, when I went to the VA, I asked them, I said, can you do fucking mind regression on me and erase my memory because I have things in my memory I don't want to remember, right? So they're like, we can take care of that for you. Put me on mirtazapine. Mirtazapine fucking starts erasing your memory, dude. And what I didn't know, read the damn chat, Twisted. I was telling a story. I'm on mirtazapine. How many milligrams are you on? So when I was on mirtazapine, it was way too fucking strong for me, dude, because I don't do drugs like that. And I was on that shit, bro. And I was like, I didn't remember my name. I don't remember where I was, bro. I'd get in my car and drive places and then get there and I didn't know who I was. They'd be like, you got a wallet? I'm like, what's that? What's an ID? I was blank. Like I was a child that could talk, but I didn't know anything. It was fucking scary, bro. 8 years, only 30 mil. But see, so you fucking flipped in a fucking thing and stuff like that. So you may have things that you need that for. Like for me, they were trying to erase my memory, and they did. They erased my memory, but right to the goddamn point of the spot thing. And I'm like, damn it. And I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take that shit no more, dude, because I was forgetting everything. Like everything. Like I don't even remember how to do electronics no more. I probably could learn it. But dude, I used to be able to rip shit apart and rewire everything and it would just work. I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm I guess what they call normal. You know what I mean? But yo, when I take that shit, it's gone. And you know what I was doing? Dude, it was so scary. It was so fucking scary, bro, because I didn't know shit. I didn't know nothing. And so I thought, you know how when you take medicine, if you take half, it's less? Bro. So I was taking half of what I was supposed to be taking for a whole month, bro. And literally gone. Brain was gone, bro. And then when I went into the VA and they're like, wait, why do you have so many pills left? I'm like, oh, these are way too strong. So I've been taking half. They're like, no, when you take it in half, it's increasing the dose. And I'm like, what? No wonder, dude. It was increasing the dose. So if you cut that bitch in half and take it, it's stronger. It's stronger, bro. I still have these motherfuckers. I got them just in case the apocalypse pops off and an elephant sits on somebody. You never know. Because I'll give you mirtazapine, bro, mirtazapine. I'll cut your motherfucking arm off and you won't even know. You'd be like, what arm? I had an arm? Oh, shit. See, mine never stops racing. Yup. See, my mind was gone, bro. Gone. Like I'm sitting in my underwear eating fucking cereal and shit, drooling on myself, dude. It was bad, dude. Bad as fuck. Nuggies was there. Nugs was there through all that shit, bro. Yeah, see, that's why mirtazapine, bro, put you right out. I'd fucking take that shit. I would sleep for like 18 hours. People would check on me, like, are you dead? It was crazy. And people used to fuck with me too and steal my weed and shit, right? Like the fucking, that chick's kids and shit. And I'd be sleeping. And these motherfuckers would be flying. They'd be around me. I'm a Marine, bro. We're trained to kill motherfuckers in our sleep, dude. Wake up and kill you, right? And I'd be like this. What do you want? You know what I mean? Like fucking crazy. Hell yeah. The mirtazapine, what was that for? That was to erase my memory. So I had to get my earbuds hooked up. My wife is trying to... Sorry, TJ. It's early, man. You go to sleep early, bro. But that's usually a good thing. You sleep at nighttime. See, I sleep during the daytime, so I'm up at night. Because you know why? Just stick your head outside and listen. The earth is silent at night for some fucking amazing reason. And there's all those fucking stars and there's UFOs that fly by. Hey man, you're in fucking Michigan. You must see some UFOs. You see UFOs, they fly down by your way and shit. See, we have this military base over, and I swear to God, man, if someone just spent the fucking time back here, you'd be like, what the fuck is really happening over there? You know, my younger self would have went to the woods and went over and checked it out, man. My mind never stops. Hell yeah. Score marks. You are not supposed to split. Yeah, right. I didn't know. I told you I don't take medication, bro. It sucks that I have to take these heart pills all the time. Like every time you see me taking pills, it's if I don't take these pills that I'm on now, I will die. Like literally, I'll fucking die. Like my heart is still heart attacking. I'm a walking heart attack. That's why you'll see me if I get all excited, I have to chill out, sit back and chill for a second, you know. But that's just how it is. I've been doing cardio rehab. This is my second run of cardio rehab. I walk all the fucking time. I do all kinds of fucking crazy shit now. Right. It's peaceful as hell at night, dude. I go out and only people that fuck with me are the cops, and they pull me over, want to know what I'm doing all the time. And do you got a bear in your car? And hey, your fucking taillight's out. And hey, your muffler's on. Whatever, dude. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm just out here chilling, man. Yeah, so heart attacks are scary if you die. If you die. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, shit don't scare me like that. You know what I'm saying? Death don't scare me. Like people come on here and they always talk about people die. And I don't feel the way other people feel about it. You know, it's hard for me to give condolences. I mean, I give them, but I don't feel that way. You know, the people have gone to the other place, dude. And if you come to We Church more often, you'll know about some of this stuff and what possibly they could be doing. And I know they ain't sitting up in heaven. They ain't sitting up in hell. That's on earth, bro. That's here, man. I'll show you the gates of hell. Didn't I show you the guys the gates of hell? Shit, it's right here on earth. It's over there in Europe and shit. PTSD. I have PTSD, but my PTSD makes me want to kill people, as you guys probably have seen many times. I lose my temper like that, bro. I'll fucking Hulk smash people. But see, now I got to be careful because I ain't in good health, so I just got to sit down and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my PTSD, I don't know if that's what keeps me awake, but like I'll sleep for a little bit and just wake the fuck up and be like, I'm awake now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got to get around now. I don't like it. I'm a lazy person. I don't want to be. I mean, I did sports my whole life. I did the Marines. So to say I'm a lazy person, you wouldn't believe it. But I don't like to do shit. Like once your muscles atrophy in your legs, you don't want to go do stuff. It hurts to walk. It hurt me for a long time to walk until I got shoes and ankle braces and knee braces and all kinds of fucking bionic shit. But so I'm getting back to it though. And I just wish I would have been smarter about things and quit smoking a long time ago and would have ate better. You know, you can eat meat, sure. But when you're pounding all this cholesterol and all this fat in your body and shit, and you're not working out, you're not moving. Like if you work on a regular basis and you're walking back and forth, you're good, man. You work out all fucking day long. But for people that sit and then just eat bad and smoke and stuff, you're damaging your heart. And what's shitty about it is you can't fix your heart, dude. There's nothing you can do once your heart's fucked. You can't fix it. You can only maintain what you got and try to make the veins stronger. That's it. And clean your blood out. You can change your life, but you can't You know how like your whole life people are like, do cardio, make your muscle, make your heart stronger and shit like that. Like once it's damaged, dude, it's you can't come back from it. You know, luckily my heart's not damaged, just the veins. So, but yeah, that shit's not scaring me. It was a journey, a fascinating journey though. When I died, dude, that was fucking so cool. I'm serious. Just that shit was so cool because I've heard people explain it before, and I'm like, that's not what the fuck that's not what they saw. Either that's not what they saw, they didn't pay attention, or motherfuckers don't want me down there, bro. Because think about this. So if reincarnation is real, right, and you're not going to go to heaven or hell, so I'm here struggling and suffering, right, on this world. I'm taking care of myself, right? So if I die and become a baby, I'm going to be taken care of for years and years and years. They were like, hell no, motherfucker, you ain't about to get your ass wiped and shit. You need to go wipe your own ass for more years. I'm like, shit, man. Hell yeah. Hi, Twisted Day will find your shit. They know where I live. Shit. That's the ambulance. Yup. Fuck what DOA went through. That shit would have been scary, dude. That would have been scary, man. Right, right. I had nightmares after my semi accident. Right. That's what I'm saying. That shit right there, being twisted and turned and like fuck, dude. You know? I was in a car accident once. It was pretty fucking bad. I was in a couple car accidents, but this one I wasn't driving. And my dude was drunk as fuck. And we were both drunk, but he's like, you ain't driving my Cadillac. He wrapped that bitch around a telephone pole, bro. I had to pull him out of the car, bro, before it blew up. It was fucking, he was bleeding all over, dude. I ain't never seen anybody's neck and head do that before, bro. I mean, I've seen some shit in my life, but bro, when you get knocked out, and he got knocked out, like he fucking hit the telephone pole sideways and his head hit the window and shattered it, dude. And he was out cold. And his head just bobbled around like it was not even there, dude. I was like, holy fucking shit, man. It was crazy. Right. It took me a long time. Like every time I was in the car, I'd be like this, jumping and shit, putting my legs up and stuff. And like, it's weird. It's weird, dude. I was in another accident one time racing. I was racing. My car broke. I lost control. Went through a few people's yards. Hit a fucking huge boulder and went airborne. Fucking 30, 40 feet through the air and slammed into a tree. Unscathed. Every time I've been in accidents, I'm unhurt. No, it's like I can't be affected. It's weird. And that car was trashed. I didn't even buy it yet. It was on. You know how they let you take the car home for the night? Yeah, I had it. That's how I had it. So I'm like, yeah, so your car broke? It almost killed me, man. Hate to say it. TNT took my nightmare. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, man. Right, man. That happened when I was 16 years old. Hell yeah. That's crazy. Motorcycle was insane. I still have nightmares, but I just burn alive. Side note, after the accident, everyone in high school called me murderer. What? High school life is stupid. So, like, high school life, everyone thinks that that's going to be how life is. All the popular people turn into junkies in my school, bro. I'm like, you guys are retarded. Like, for real. All the hot chicks turn into whores. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that shit don't even matter, bro. None of that matters. I was a jock in high school. None of that matters, bro. Especially if you move away. Like where I come from, there was like 10,000 kids in our high school, dude. There's a million fucking people where I live, where I came from. And when you move away, though, no one knows who you are, and you get to just live in peace. You know what I'm saying? Right, 4 to 6 hours, Vic Dog. That's what I'm saying. 4 to 6 hours, and I'm like wide awake, or sometimes not awake and waking up. But you know, and before I used to be really, really good at it because when I first moved here, it was real bad. Like I could only sleep for a little bit, or I'd be awake fucking all goddamn forever. And what was funny is we're on this YouTube shit, right? So everyone's up all day long on YouTube all day long. They're on this shit all day long. I'm sleeping. I get up at nighttime, and maybe I'm up during the daytime at one time, and I check in and it's like, hey, what's up, people? And then some people think I'm all awake watching and shit. And then I pass back out. And then at nighttime, I'll come on and do my live. And then people start talking shit. What the fuck, crackhead? You still awake? You're awake all goddamn day and night. No, I sleep when you don't see me. I'm asleep. When I'm awake, I come back. Hello. Like what? Like when I'm awake, most of you guys are asleep. Shit. Well, how about that? I'll start bitching at that shit. Go back unless I had got to help my parents here, right? Yeah, see, DOA is that special person, right? So when I met DOA, and I actually have known DOA for a long time, but didn't ever interact with him. And then when I first started interacting with DOA, and everyone's like, he'll smoke 1 gram of diamonds in one hit, and I'm like, yeah, right, you know, not denying, just yeah, right. You know how people do it. Yeah, right. I want to see it. This motherfucker. Here you go, Twisted. Fuck you. Now you know. Someone got to have some real serious shit going on, dude, to be able to handle that kind of stuff. Like, I could never do that. I couldn't. First of all, I couldn't even take that big of a hit, let alone have that affect my brain. I would be a done deal. But you know, that's why cannabis is so amazing, I think, because there's so many people out there with different brain physiologies. You see, your endocannabinoid system, what you've been through in your life, your mental state, and your physical state all play a big, huge part in everything. You know what I'm saying? And what you can and can't do. You know what you need. Like here, I've only taken a few hits, and I'm doing good. You know. DOA would be like, dude, what the fuck are you waiting for? Can we smoke this shit? You got fucking something else? You got fucking something else to smoke while I'm fucking sitting here? What the fuck? Yeah, dude, that dude does some dabs, bro. You ever want to learn how to make diamonds, just ask him because there's no way he's buying those diamonds, dude. There's no fucking way. You know how expensive diamonds would be? This dude just crushing it. Fucking remember that one time the fucking D Nugs dropped his diamonds on the floor. He almost fucking died. Yeah, that's what DOA smokes in one fucking hit, bro. The whole batch. It's crazy, man. I run the night shit for the gummies. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about before. I got stock in all this shit, dude. I got a whole tote full of gummy stuff, man. Because back in time, you know, gummies were a big thing. But you know, the one thing that's the most illegal to ship around and out of fucking Michigan, guess what that is? Gummies. So I stopped all that business, dude. We used to fucking run gummies out of here like Fucking, ooh, baby. You know, I got a dude off drugs. He was taking his opiates, right? Got a dude off drugs with the fucking gummies. And I got another dude off whatever his other medication was from the gummies. Hell yeah. And the cool thing about gummies is if you're like TJ's a little scientist, right? So you put your little scientist shit in there, and if you know how to do it, you can increase the dosage, right? Super simple. So I always tell people, here's the dose, and if you need it stronger, let me know for next time and shit. It's crazy. And that one dude I was telling about, he kept increasing his dosage every time until it got right. He's like, yeah. And he'd call me, he'd be like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, are those good? He'd be like, yeah, those are good ones, man. Yep. A gummy company on blast. Hell yeah. Right. All the strains are different for everyone. Yep. That's what's crazy too, because like this one here, super strong for me. But that dude down the street, he said, oh, I love it. It gives me energy. I'm like, how the fuck? He said everyone else smokes it and they go, duh. Just make your own. It's the best and most cost effective. Fuck yeah. They sell 200 milligram packs, supposed to be 450 milligram gummies in a pack, but they only gave me 3 gummies in most packs. Riddle weigh them on a scale and post a video. What the fuck? But see, the milligrams is the dosage, though, not a weight, right? Milliliters is a weight. Milligrams is a dosage. That's what's weird about it. So you got to get like everything tested, right? A scale won't matter. Yeah, the milligrams is the dosage, right? Milliliters would be the weight. I think. I don't know. But so to be able to test your own gummies, you literally have to send it in and get it tested at the lab, because their math is based on, I think, 17% THC. So you got to know exactly what THC percent your shit is. And then, of course, you're decarbing it, then putting it in the gummies, and it cooks. Man, shit. You're looking at like fucking 10,000 milligrams in a batch. Like, for real. This is like, when they say 200 milligrams, it's like, what the fuck is this trash? The fuck? Remember, we were making gummies before and we were having people walking sideways. And when we did the math, it said 150 milligrams. And people were like, what the fuck? Those are weak. And we're like, but are they? And they're like, well, no. But the milligrams is weak. And that's with the math wrong. You know what I mean? $50 per piece. Hell yeah. I just packed it up and shipped it to Queen Kaylin, so I don't know what those ones were, but sometimes, like, you know, we usually get free gummies. We'll be traveling and we'll see a dispensary, and you know, we know every dispensary, if you're a new customer, you get free shit, whether it be a joint, gummies, whatever it might be. So we always swoop in. Of course, we got lots of weed. We don't give a fuck, but I want some free shit, right? So I swoop in there, and look, if I didn't stop, I would have never got that guy. I found this guy at a dispensary. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. And look at that. Shouts out to Off Grid Terps. Hell yeah. And, you know, so we like to go in there and swoop in and get free shit and try them. So we had 2 packs of gummies, and then we tried one day. And the ones were actually pretty good. I couldn't believe it. I can't remember what they were. They might have been 50 milligrams. You know what I'm saying? But I think when gummies, when it first started happening back in the day, people were making the recipes weird, right? Now people are using distillate. Distillate strong as fuck, bro. That shit's crazy. Distillate, whatever you call it. Some people are using RSOs. Some people I know are using RSOs in their edibles, like granolas and shit like that, the different stuff. Man, it's just like woohoo. Brownies with a quarter for both. No decarb, just cooked in veg oil. Bro, half the tray, and I've yet to be that blasted from edibles. No dosage, just bomb weed. Exactly. So when I make brownies, bro, if I make brownies the way I used to make brownies, you're gonna talk to God. That's the phone call to God. All day, bro, you're gonna be tripping fucking balls off weed. Now, if I make brownies like today's, you look it up anywhere and it shows you how to make them, you know, decarbing the shit and butter or oil, breaking it down, blah, 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 all that. I mean, I can eat the whole fucking pan, bro. I'll eat the whole, I mean, I'll be fucking high, but I won't be talking to God, you know. I'm not scared of lightning. It's lightning here too. Distillate's way to go for gummies. Yeah. So easy to dose. Yeah, yeah. The hard part though is making it though. You need the whole setup. You could buy it and stuff like that, but I don't have the setup for it. I got some holes in my fan leaves. Little white moss little fuckers. Oh yeah. Yeah, those white flies or little white moths. White flies suck. Roger ones make me act like I'm on meth. Really? Damn, I wonder what it is though. What kind? Like, is it sativa? Is it indica? Right. QP in that bitch. Hell yeah. So back in the day, basement butt banger, what up? And we used to have Thursday night fights at the house and shit. And these dudes, like, this one dude gave this other guy money for a QP. He came back and it was straight trash. And we're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, didn't you go to the guy? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, why the fuck did you come back with this? And he's like, that's all he had. And I'm like, no, my guy don't have this kind of weed, bro. So then it was like somebody I knew, So then they had problems with it and shit. And they had to come to me. They're like, hey, you're not going to fuck me up if we fight, right? And that's who I was. I told you I was a bad motherfucker. And I was like, nah, man, this is your guys' fucked up deal. I was like, you basically rolled him, dude. I was like, so now you gonna whoop your ass? And he did. He whooped his ass. And I'm like, hey, that's fair, bro. I'm like, and we're keeping this weed. He's like, what the fuck? That's fucked up. I'm like, nah, man, that's gonna teach you a lesson right there. Right. So we went ham on this weed. We were rolling blunts. We had crosses and spaceships. And then we took 2 ounces of this shit, right? Just fucking turn it in a shake and put it in 8 brownies. Bro, everyone had a brownie. And then they all went to bed, right? I woke up in the middle of the fucking night with the munchies, came downstairs. Here was a brownie on a plate with the milk right next to it. I picked that bitch up and ate it. Totally forgot that it was a weed brownie. Bro, my boss rang my phone probably a million times trying to wake me up. And when I finally did wake up, it was tracers, bro. Tracers. Fuck, that's what she told me I was doing, dude. And I was like, huh? It took me probably about an hour and a half to actually go and get in the car. And then I sat in front of my garage with the car running the whole time, staring at my garage, playing me driving to work over and over and over again in my head. Go pull on my driveway, driving down the street, driving all the way to work, and I never made it. Never. Anytime I ever played it over again. So I determined I probably shouldn't drive to work. There's probably no way I should probably drive to work. And I went back in and called off that day. That was some fucking shit, bro. Some fucking shit ass weed, bro. Shit ass weed, bro. Some blunt weed. And man. Yeah, TJ got woken up, man. My bad. Quarter-inch length. Yeah, BT Now. Yours are all already in flower, but BT Now is what they use. You know what I'm saying? BT Now. Fucking moths. Fuck those moths. You know, there's moth catchers you can get. Just like those beetle traps, there's moth traps. It's like a contraption gizmo, and then it calls them in, and then they go in there and die and shit. I don't think there's a light. I think it's a frequency or something that they use. Fucking dying over here. Dude, edibles are a trip, man. That's what we used to fuck around with in Ohio. You know, we were on some other shit for real. But when it was time to like fuck around and shit, we would get edibles, and I was like the scientist guy. I was the one, re-rocking the work. I was the one cooking it up. You know what I mean? I was that guy. I was the chemist guy, right? So when it came to making the motherfucking edibles, that was me all day, dude. I just made them. I put real weed in that shit. We didn't cook nothing down in no butter. You put weed in the brownies. Like, it's weed brownies. When people make it now and they just using the oil, and I'm like, but what the fuck is this? This isn't what your daddy told you to do in the 80s and shit. No one told you how to make oil and stuff. You put that shit right in there, man. All cannabinoids in that motherfucking brownie, bro. And you talk to God. You'll be sitting there, fucking tracers everywhere, bro. You won't be able to, you'll think you're talking in your head. Oh, man, it's so coherent, bro. And it's so, ask anybody what you're saying. And they're going to go, it's fucking awesome. Fire in the hole. Smoking on OG cream cheese. Hell yeah, smiley face. It's hard to find a good wheat brownie. I'll tell you who makes a good wheat brownie, bro. A real good wheat brownie. Country Bread. And it's not even Country Bread. It's Country Bread's son. Fuck yeah. They got this recipe, bro. He brought us 2 brownies. And so I'm a fat fuck. I don't know. I don't look fat. I'm a fat fuck. I love brownies. If you put brownies in front of me, I'll eat them all. I told you, man. People used to invite me over for dinners and shit, and I'd eat all their food, and they get all pissed at me and tell me not to come. I was always the stoner. Everyone else was always the drinkers and shit, you know? Fuck yeah. You put brownies in front of me, I'm going to eat all the motherfuckers and then maybe wish I did it later. You know, I'm stupid like that and shit. You can't leave brownies around Attila down here. He'll eat your fucking brownies, bro. He'll be sitting all fucked up. Oh, it's terrible, man. New to this channel. Just subbed up and smashed the like button. Fuck yeah, man. Thank you. Welcome. But yeah, brownies, make brownies with distillate and see how that is. And I don't know what kind these were, like strawberry or something like that. Ask Amber, dude. Those were unless you're trying to talk to God, those were the best brownies I've ever fucking had, dude. Those things were bomb, dude. Like literally zombie walking around town and shit on those motherfuckers, bro. But coherent. See, normally when I make brownies here for me and Amber, now I have to make black bean brownies or sweet potato brownies and shit. And you might say, ew, I bet you if the pan was sitting there and I never told you what it was, you would fucking gobble those bitches down like, oh my God. And guess what? They're guilt-free. They're guilt-free. Don't you know the most poisonous thing at the supermarket is fucking brownie mix? Don't you know that? Shit, go look that up. You'll see. You'll be like, holy shit, the most poisonous thing in that store is the fucking brownie mix. I don't know why they put something weird in it. Right, RSO makes the strongest edibles, man. Fuck yeah. And it depends though too how strong your RSOs are. Cause dude, I mean, I fuck with that. And people out there, they'll be like, oh, I'm on RSO. I'm like, no, you ain't. You're like, yeah, it's RSO or it's FICO. And I'm like, nah, bro, you're on some bullshit oil that somebody made. That's not, no. RSO is black tar. That shit's black. It's tar. It's fucking And when you're making it, if it don't turn into dabs first, you fucked up, bro. You got the wrong shit. You got some bonk ass fucking product. I don't know. My shit turns to a dab. It turns to shatter. And then I have to keep working it to get it back into like a tar form. It's great, dude. I love that shit. I fucking love RSO, man. Can't take RSO. That makes me have a heart attack. Like when I take the Kylo Ren, bro, I don't even know if I'm even here or not. I'm just like, I think I'm dying. That's bad. Two types of people you like, them gooey or cake like. Oh no, gooey. They gotta be gooey, bro. They gotta be heavy goo. If they're cake like, so first of all, I don't eat eggs. So I don't make them with eggs. So there's two types I can make, and that's more grainy or gooey. And I fucking love them gooey. They got to be heavy. They got to be fucking heavy, bro. They got to like squish down. Like if I need to, like real quick, if I need to just smash it and put it in my pocket, I got to do that. I don't want crumbs later, bro. I want a gooey motherfucking brownie when I pull that out of my pocket, you see. It's gotta be. Amber says the same thing. It's gotta be gooey, bro. It can't be no fucking cake. We don't like cake. Those are the those are the fucking Kylo Ren. Yeah, you might like them. So it's Kylo Ren and it's got CBD in it too. So it's THC and CBD. But see, for me, so I tried to take, I forgot. I had a heart attack, and then I made RSOs, and of course I try each batch, right? So I give Amber one, and I took two, and I'm sitting there in bed, and I'm like, oh shit, I think I'm fucking dying again. And she's like, what? And that was the day I actually died, dude. I died that time, and but see, my heart was going crazy though, and then I took a fucking nitro pill, and I already have a very low blood pressure. So when I took that nitro, bro, it damn near stopped my heart and shit. It brought it so low that it stopped and shit. And now before, when I was fucking when I first took the RSO, my fucking blood pressure was up to 200 and something, bro. It was like 200 over 100 and some shit. So it was fucking about to pop and shit, beating like a motherfucking drum. And I always wondered too on cocaine how it all goes, you know. You don't get tested, but it's like you feel that motherfucker pumping, right? Yeah, it's got to be gooey. We're gonna become real good friends. I can already tell. Hell yeah. See, for me, Kylo Ren is PTSD medicine. So when I get all frustrated or pissed off and shit, if I smoke Kylo Ren, instantly corrects me. It'll instantly calm you down, right? It works for everybody. Everybody that's ever tried it and said I was all pissed off and fucking I smoked Kylo Ren and I was having a good day. Fuck yeah, that's what I created it for, right? For me. Like, so I don't have to fucking be all crazy. But man, when I put in that RSO, bro, it made my heart go crazy. Hell yeah. Keith and Chief, I thought I saw you come in. How you doing? Yeah, so I make the RSOs out of all different stuff. It depends. If I got a cancer patient, I'll make it with the Crimson Burst, and we'll put soursop and CBD in it. You know what I'm saying? Soursop is 200 or 2,000 times better than chemo. So we do it like that. You know, like I said, TJ, I got different recipes for different things. Like when there's people that are trying to kick opiates and shit, we want that super, super dope. Like we want that. Have a lot of CBD in it so they can be fucking numb and shit. I'm fucking good. I'm good, man. We're chilling. I ain't never been sober. I was sober for maybe 2 years. I was on probation a couple times, you know. I had to get jobs a couple times, but that's about it. I don't drink. I just smoke weed. Lots of people think I'm on all kinds of drugs, but or maybe people thought I was a drug addict, but nope, I was the man. I was the guy who you came to find. It was fun. Good times, man. But you know, those times are over. Thank God. Now we just smoke weed. Oh, yeah. And shrooms. Oh, God. I can't wait till my heart's better to eat shrooms, bro. I can't even eat shrooms. Because, see, what it is I don't want to be eating shrooms and be all fucked up and have a heart issue. You know what I'm saying? Have a problem with my heart. So I'm waiting for about a year, maybe a year plus, and then they'll give me more, test my shit, and stuff. See what it is when I go work out too is I do this one thing. It's this hand crank machine, and I can get my heart rate up to about 140 over 90. And now that's the one that really like gets my heart going, right? So I get them to test me every time and then see if I'm coming down. So last week was 140 over 80. See? And I get it going. I get it fucking as high as I could fucking get it. In 25 years, you haven't done shrooms, bro? This is the fucking state, bro. I don't know, man. This is the state for shrooms, bro. Like every single motherfucker's got shrooms in Michigan, it seems, dude. I don't, but I still got dude's number, man. Dude's number. I bought like damn near an ounce or 2 ounces of shrooms when we were at that Canapalooza thing, dude. I was giving them out to everybody. It's great. A hot knife dab tool accessory that screws onto a vape cart battery. Oh, cool. So you could hot knife it. Hell yeah. Do you have anything for skin cancer? Fuck yeah, we do. Shit. I know they rub RSOs on the stuff and it works because I have a family history. Oh, yeah, man. Yep. We have a thing called fuck cancer. And as you know, RSO does work for the skin cancer. That's what dude did with it. You know what I'm saying? And I give it to cancer patients. Like, here, take this. This cures cancer. And there's people out there that will say, no, it don't. And I have thousands upon thousands of testimonials of people that have cured their cancer with only fucking using RSOs, dude. You just can't deny that. I mean, thousands upon thousands, bro. Thousands of people out there. $14 free shipping? Fuck yeah, dude. Lead me down the wrong path, bro. I have problem. Oh, okay. See, shrooms, I think, are different. See, and especially for someone like you, TJ, shrooms have been proven medicine for seizures. Proven medicine. You know, it rewires the brain. is what it is. That's like, so I thought my sister was shrooming, and I thought she came to this new reality of existence. You know what I'm saying? Because she was always like around and shit. And then I'm like, no, maybe not. But it rewrites your brain. It opens up things that were closed before. So, and you saw DOA, he might have passed out, but he said that shit helped him, the DMT. Now, it's not shrooms, of course, but that is still tripping. You're still tripping. I'm freaking out. Yeah, all this shit. You used to see Amber, bro. Amber used to be this white chick. Now she's got melanoma all over. I'm going to have to start fucking dotting her up and shit. Oh, DOA's here. Hell yeah. See, he took the fucking DMT, and it did big things for him, dude. 2 times, and honestly helped. Yep. Oh yeah, check it out. The shrooms and seizures, bro. That's like the biggest thing now. And everyone's trying to get that passed state to state to state to state to state, so that patients like you can honestly take that as a medicine under your insurance, you see. Right. And I hope I never have no seizure, dude. I don't ever want. I'm an Aries. Like, head things affect me big time. And you check out Aries, you'll see that they are affected by head colds and everything, head trauma. Like, I don't want nothing like that, man. Nothing. I hope nothing like that never happens. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine. I've known people that have that, dude, and it's just like the muscle tensing up is what gets me, dude. That's what gets me. I don't know. I couldn't deal with that, man. The cramping and shit. Like, I get cramping because I don't drink water and shit. It's terrible. I drink fucking tons of water now. I have to. It sucks. Fucking hate water. Yep. Yeah, so the RSO, I'd rub that on your spots. But yeah, we do have this thing called Fuck Cancer. And somewhere around here's, we have all kinds of salves. We make salves, if you didn't know. And we make salves with our strains. And so it's got THC and CBD in it. And then we add CBD and essential oils. And essential oils, dude, that's like the fucking secret, bro. The secret of like witchcraft, like, you know, because most people are religious. So the religion, you know, Jesus and shit, that all pushed all the herbal medicine people, the wizards, the witches, the people who practiced what dumbasses called magic when it was really just medicine and manifestation, right? Well, let's make a potion. What do they do now? Your potion comes in a fucking pill that they make in a lab. That they're making a potion in the lab. They got their fucking kettle and they're fucking pilling it. It's the same thing. It's just different times. See, so when we look into what they have suppressed, we find the fucking answers to it all, dude. We find all the ways to heal everything, and it's all there in the plants. It's fucking crazy, man. Rewire my brain to cope with the trauma. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm a Scorpio. Libra, I say both because I was born on the cusp. October 24th. I'm into the astrology. Here, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? Hell yeah. Yep, definitely, bro. You'll find tons of people, tons of testimonials on that too, with the shrooms and any kind of brain trauma, it's been working, dude. They're trying to get that shit legal. I think somewhere in the West Coast it's legal. There's a state that all drugs are legal. Like, all the drug addicts move there and shit. I forget where that's at, but it's crazy. It's fucking nuts, man. Like, hey, let's go move to this state and just do drugs. Like, what? Like, God, why would you want to be a waste of fucking life like that? Like, at least be a nomad and just go travel, just go walk the whole United States and shit. You can do that. New Mexico, maybe it's somewhere like that. Yeah, I know. If I had seizures or brain trauma, I would definitely be into the shrooms. I'm into shrooms all damn day, but I just don't want to do them and then be all tripping balls, and then I'm like, gotta go to the hospital. You know what I mean? That's Cali. Is it in Cali? There's somewhere. There's a fucking state, and it's like a city that it's like bumper to bumper drug addicts, dude. They just live on the side of the road. Yeah, man. Crypto. The new virus they made with AI. Right. Sometimes that's what it is your brain is not producing the right chemicals for your body. Like say it's as simple as this. Say it's as simple as when you're just going down the street and everything's fucking cool, and then all of a sudden, because your brain's not producing the right amount of something, bam, just a certain light, a certain frequency, bam, kicks you into a fucking seizure, right? Now, I don't know how, if it works, this is how it works, but just say that this plant medicine, shrooms, we think shrooms, drugs. No, it's not drugs, it's plant medicine. That's fucking plant medicine, right? We got to go back to the ancient times. Just like, anybody want to talk about the Olympics? Anybody? So many sheeple out there. God damn, these motherfuckers need weed turds beyond anything I've ever seen. Like, nobody has a clue what the fuck they're watching at the Olympics, dude. Nobody knows what the fuck they're actually looking at, dude. I love it. I love it. They have no idea that ISIS owns Paris. Par ISIS. That's Inanna. That's Inanna, people, man. She had all those transvestites and shit, a whole goddamn army of them, bro. All they're doing is playing ancient times. That's Dionysus. That wasn't the fucking last summer, bro. Do you know who Dionysus is? Do you know who fucking Shiva is? Do you know who Ninurta is? Do you all know that that is the son of Enlil, who people call God? I mean, come on, people. This is like, and then Joan of Arc. Riding the fucking white horse. Ride the white horse. Ride. That's Inanna, dumbasses, with her fucking heavenly sword. You got to go back. You got to go back and read this shit, man. Amber read that shit to y'all. Oh, God, the Olympics are so great. But anyway, no, dude, all it is Paris is replaying ancient times. Imagine if it's in Switzerland. Imagine if the games are ever held in Switzerland. Do you know what Geneva is? Do you know what Geneva, Switzerland is in ancient times? After your so-called fallen came down. Do you know what Geneva, Switzerland is? That is the house seat of who you call Lucifer, people. That's where his house was, his throne. Remember, they divided the world up, and Anu gave Inanna his mothership and said, hey, you can have that quarter over there, Paris. She got all of Paris in Spain. All that whole chunk over there, that's hers, except for the Nordic people up top, because that was Thoth. Thoth was up there. He's Odin. One eye. That's Horus. It's Horus from over here. Gotta think about that shit. It's crazy, bro. When I saw this shit and I saw these people freaking out, I'm like, oh, they just don't know. They just don't know the truth. Think about this. Before there was ever Jesus, there was Inanna. You understand that, right? Her dad wanted slaves to worship only him. So he created Yeshua. He created the Israelite people with his DNA. That's why those people have different DNA. That's why the black people are like, we don't have the same DNA. We're 9 ether. You're 6 ether. No shit. Because you got a different daddy. That's why you have a different creator. Like their God is Enlil. Our creator is Enki. Two totally different bloodlines. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, right? Now, Inanna, who is she? She's the frequency queen, baby. She is the one. She started creating all kinds of people. She was the one when the flood came and the earth got killed. She took as many people as she can and she rose above the earth and she sat there and cried. There is a stone, a pyramidal stone that's carved with her weeping, crying over the death of all her fucking slaves. She actually loved people. She loved the creation she was creating. And guess what she was creating? In what we call Paris. Who built the Eiffel Tower? Oh, when was it built? Oh, shit. Right? Listen, Inanna, Isis, was creating transgender people, right? This is where imagine all these dudes living on Mars, no pussy. All them dudes living on Mars, no pussy. It was plugging each other's holes. When they came here because they wanted pussy. They was like, you got all these bitches. You got air and food and water. We want all that. And they were like, no, you can't have that. You guys are weird. Because when they would go up there and they would see that they were all animalistic and fucking each other in their buttholes and shit. It was not like the other ones from Earth, right? They wasn't like the other Anunnaki because they lived for so long on Mars with only men. Well, what happens in prison? Right? I'm not fucking around. I'm talking the same shit. So when those dudes came down, what you just think they were like, okay, well, we got pussy, so let's just fuck pussy. Nope. They was plugging assholes all over anywhere you heard or know about where the fallen angels took over, all in the north, all over Russia, all over those places, right? All those people were boy lovers. All those people, not in the southern like Africa and all those places, not in the Sudan and all that shit. The northern Europe, all those were plugging buttholes all throughout history. And then it kind of pushed back over to Inanna. She was the one. She had a whole entire army. She had an army of soldiers and an army of transgender performers. They were acrobatics. They were all kinds of athletes doing like what you see, bro. I was like, oh shit, this is like what history would have been. If you went to war with Inanna, there's her army, and here's her performers. An entire army of over 100,000 transgender and half animal, half people. Remember, they did this. It's in your Bible. It's in your Bible. They crossed the DNA of everything on the planet. They had male and female. They had chicks with dicks with fucking like a fucking lion or something, man. Fucking elephant face and titties and a fucking big old cock. Like, that's what they portrayed in the Olympics. Tell me that it's not there. It's all there. I'll pull it up right fucking now. I'll show y'all. And I'll go back and read the ancient text and you'll be like, damn, this is them. Inanna wasn't about Jesus. Inanna don't give a fuck about no religion, bro. She's about her own religion. People worship her to this day. That's ISIS. To not know that's your confusion. You know what I'm saying? To not be in the know of who it is, where they're at, what it is they're doing. Right now, why are they doing it? I don't know. It's the end times. It's the end times we're living in. This is the greatest time to be alive in the whole fucking history of like everything right now, dude. It's like, what is happening? Because it's all about devils and this and that. And then they misconstrued the gold calf. they're saying the gold calf is when Moses came down and they were worshiping idols. Who's the bull of heaven? Who is that? Wasn't a golden calf. That was a full-blown bull. Don't misconstrue and twist shit just to fit your fucking narrative. Fit truth. Always look for the truth. That was a gold bull. Who is the bull of heaven? Where were they at? They're in Paris. Par Isis. That's Isis. That's Inanna, right? Who is Inanna's daddy? The bull of fucking heaven. That's Enlil. That's fucking Enlil. Oh, God, you just got to know. Got to know, right? So they're worshiping still Enlil, who you call God in the Bible. No one was making fun of nothing, right? But she ain't about Jesus, right? So her daddy made these people so they would worship him. Had nothing to do with her. They're Israelites. You ever heard Israelites trying to get up in motherfucking Paris and shit? I mean, they did. They moved everywhere. But I'm just saying, on a truthful, specific thing. No, Africa, West Africa, United States, Israel, right? Right? Not Paris. That was hers. And once you start realizing these end times, these biblical things, everything that they're saying is happening now, 4 horsemen, the fucking 7 fucking tutu, all that shit, you start realizing that in these specific areas, these people are doing that to show you certain things, maybe possibly. I don't know why they're doing it. I know what the fuck they're representing. I think it's super cool. I think it's super dope that they're bringing this ancient history to us. Because do you know what the Olympics is? Do you even know? Anybody know? Before you start saying, oh, these guys are dressed up as women and no shit. Back in the ancient times, guess what would have been there? You go to Sodom and Gomorrah, guess what would have happened to you? Guess what would have happened? Guess who you would have saw? I mean, come on now. This is ancient history shit. That's all it is. So, what the fuck was I going to say? Oh, I just think it's cool that they're doing this ancient history stuff. I don't know why they're doing confusing people. I wish they would just say it. But, if it ever goes to Switzerland, that's where Lucifer lives, bro. So, if they really get crazy with it, go up there and do that. And Joan of Arc, that whole Joan of Arc scene, right? So people say that's Joan of Arc. Did the French say it's Joan of Arc? Why did it have angel wings at first, right? Who was the angel? Inanna. Isis. That was Isis. That's Isis's sword. That's Isis's fucking white horse. She's the white horse. She is the white horse. You guys got to think, oh man, no, they're talking demons in the Bible. No, they're not. Michael and his sword, that's an Anunnaki. That's an angel. Who is that? That's fucking Ninurta. That's fucking Shiva, the destroyer of worlds. That's who he is. So when they say, yo, what's up? Joan of Arc was black. Hell yeah, minority. And so that's what I'm saying, though. So this is Inanna. That was Inanna. They were showing the whole fucking time, dude, going through there. And Joan of Arc they thought she was talking to God, but really, it was the devil. The devil was telling her to do all this stuff. And if you really know about it, so it was England, and they were trying to go, remember the 100-year war? So you got to think, here's a different Anunnaki in charge over here, right? And over here is Inanna, and they're invading fucking France and shit. And they're like, yo, what the fuck, man? Inanna's like, no, I'm going to fucking give you a super soldier, right? What do they always do? Demigods. Who's Joan of Arc? Demigod. Boom. Maybe they didn't born her. Is that what they did? Is that a word? Born her. Like they didn't give birth to her, but they put power into her. So that way she could go and whoop everyone's fucking asses, dude. How the fuck did she beat all those goddamn castles? I don't know. But yeah, that Olympics, dude. I don't watch none of that shit. I don't watch no games. I don't watch none of that shit. All I do is catch it on social media, on TikTok or whatever. And I'm like, wow, there it is. Like right, ancient times, right in your face today. I was so like, wow, dude. I was captivated, blown away what I was watching. Like, this is great. I don't know what they're saying. It's French. I don't speak French, but that's Dionysus. And I could show you a whole scene where you'll be like, well, goddamn, that is what the fuck they were showing. Because they have this captured in a movie. And I forget what the fucking new movie's name is, but it was like the Batman, that Christian Bale dude. He comes up and he's on his hands and knees and he's all gold and he's praying to this dude. And it's Dionysus. He's blue with all that fruit and all the bountiful, plentiful harvest. That's what it was. That's what he was. Fruit. 900. Hey, what was that book? What's that book I always tell you guys to read? Farmer's Almanac. Who the fuck you think that blue dude is? Who the fuck you think that Smurf is and all that fruit? I'm telling you. All the same people throughout all of time. He got pretty fat, didn't he? He got fat as fuck from what Shiva looking like ass, wherever my Shiva fucking guy is, you know? And remember, in all those Indian texts, go look them up. You tell me if that's a boy or girl. They don't separate that, because I think the Anunnaki were more like a frog type of thing where they could change if they needed to. You know what I'm saying? Not change like give birth or anything, but like they could be feminine or they could be masculine. Like that's what all those ancient texts, every ancient picture, all the Chinese, all those motherfucking people, everybody. It's hard as hell to tell a girl from a boy, unless they had titties. They all had these long, beautiful fucking hair. They all had feminine fucking faces and shit. And that's all breeding from the Anunnaki. That's all them. That's all them. Like we are crossbred and crossbred and crossbred and crossbred. And don't ever forget about the orphan trains. We're literally clones. Half of us are clones that were from somewhere else. So when we talk about our history, man, that's why everyone's disrespecting everything. Our history is such a lie, and our origins are such a lie that no one's respecting any of the history. You know what I'm saying? Because what is it really? You got to go to the ancient shit, the shit that's crumbling and you can barely read it. That's the only place you're going to find truth in what was. And then you can move forward and you can find all kinds of breeding projects. Black people did breeding projects to make white people. Do you know if you go inside the earth, one day up here is 1,000 years down there? Did you know that? They made white people like that in one day, they say. I don't know, man. Hey, you believe that shit that's in the Bible? Why wouldn't you believe the shit that they wrote the Bible from? I don't know, man. I wasn't there. But either was the dude who painted the Last Supper. So how the fuck would that guy know what the fuck the Last Supper looked like? Nobody was sitting there for that dude's last meal. Shut the fuck up, man. Everybody in front of him was his people. Come on, man. It didn't look nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that, man. Them people were ready to go die. You know what I'm saying? That is a story. And they were all white. They were all white people. You can't mock a lie. So if they were doing the Last Supper, okay, well, guess what? Jesus wasn't white. There's never a guy named Jesus. Never a guy walking around named Jesus. He didn't call himself that. No one ever called him Jesus. That wasn't his fucking name. That was the name we gave him. Jesus. Jesus. Who is Zeus? Who is Zeus? You know what I'm saying? Nancy Neptune. I know, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't there. That motherfucker wasn't there. He had no idea. He put the main characters in a story in a picture, and it became famous. Bullshit. Esoteric crap is what it is. Garbage, man. Puzzles to keep the confused. When you just look at it and go, this is garbage bullshit. This is like a little kid wrote fucking nothing. Like a little kid knows letters but doesn't know how to spell words, and he just starts writing. Like this is nothing. What the fuck is that? Nice picture of what? A white guy eating with a whole bunch of people? That all those people were black. If you don't want to call them black, they were swarthy. They were all swarthy. Do you know the first queen? You know the queen we just had? Do you know her mom was swarthy? Do you know she was a black chick? Holy shit. What kind of whitewash do they have to bleach their skin, though? I'm just saying. Go look it up. Descriptions don't lie, bro. I don't give a fuck what your eyes show you. When they describe these people, they describe them with wiry fucking hair and swarthy skin and big, strong. White people ain't like that. Black people are like that, big and strong and shit, thick and wiry hair and swarthy. Fucking shit's crazy, bro. All those dudes were Italian. All the Italians were black. They were swarthy. All we have today are olive drab or white Italians. So all we can see in movies now and throughout our living history was white people, what we call white compared to black. And that's where people are all confused with it, because like our Arab people are fucking super light. They didn't used to be, they were black. They were all black. But guess what? A sex little motherfucker white boy comes walking around and all them black girls want that dick. Hey, that's what happens. You ain't never been in the hood, have you? Sorry for your luck. Listen. All them black chicks come jumping on that white dick and they all get pregnant, because back then everybody was fertile as fuck. You couldn't just have sex with people. No, you was fucking and there was a kid. You fucked and there was a kid. There was no, let's have sex 50,000 times and you might get pregnant. No, that didn't happen then. So next thing you know, mixed kids started coming out all over the planet. And don't ever forget the time of enlightenment, right? Just like we just had. Just a couple years ago, and still to this day, all these white animals are being born. Imagine when there was only black people on this earth, brown and red people. That's what was created, right? Then all of a sudden, the Age of Enlightenment happened, and black chicks were giving birth to white kids. They weren't white like we are, right? They were albino black kids, right? You can follow us through history. You know what leprosy is? Oh, I know what you think leprosy is. But leprosy in the ancient times, as described in writing, was sun skin. It was damage, like big fucking huge, like burns and boils would happen on your skin, and it would be all infected and all over from the sun because you had no pigment. You had no melanin. See? So that started it all off. That started it all off. And you might say, okay, Twisted, so in ancient times, if they was all getting lighter, then okay. Jesus and the apostles could have been a light color or white. No, they couldn't have. No, Absolutely 100% not. None of them ever could have been. No Israelite is white. No Israelite is of light color. They are black. Those are the black people. Those are who we call black. That's them. You can test them. They have Enki's blood. Those are Enki's children, as he said and designed them to be. Because, everyone else is Enki. Moses was Enki. Noah was Enki. All Enki's blood. All throughout, all of time. All Enki. And, other people were making them too. Fallen angels were making people up north in Russia and shit like that. That's why there's fucking monsters up there. Everyone was making people everywhere. And don't forget about Marduk. Marduk was here. Here, guys. Here on the United States doing his thing. Shout out to all the melanated people. Literally. Man, I got to give it up to you guys for not losing your marbles and just annihilating us off the planet. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Honestly. Because, man, you had all rights to. But now that we know the true history, we as the children of our ancestors should be able to move forward in peace, knowing what they did to us. It's not what we're doing. We're doing something to each other if we continue. But we can all just stop and realize that they did some shit to us. And we need to figure out everything and then just go from here forward, man. Because if it wasn't for all those fucking melanated people back in the day, none of us would be here. You understand? We would just be nobody. They kept it all going. They kept breeding and moving around, building shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even outnumbered, right? We were outnumbered. White people compared to black people in the world. Oh, totally outnumbered. We still are today. And they don't kill us. That's fucking great, dude. They don't enslave us. Man, it's fucking we're in a good world today. I'm not even fucking playing around, dude. That's like for real, for real. Because the shit's crazy, man. All the history, like the history they try to say with the slaves, like white people enslaved the black people, but you go read, and it was the black people who enslaved black people. They sold them to white people and also sold them to black people. You don't think there was rich black people everywhere? You don't think there was rich kings and queens and princesses and dukes and barons? Oh, they were everywhere. Everywhere. It wasn't until generations went by. Two black people, right? I got a black kid. This black kid, he gets eyes for the fucking Duchess over there. Now, the Duchess is a little light-skinned. But he loves her, and I love my little guy, so I let them marry. They have a kid. That kid comes out light-skinned. All right, well, we love him. It's okay. That kid grows up and he's in line succession to be the Duke, Baron, whoever the fuck. He gets eyes across the seas over in France. And, France by now is real light-skinned. And he sees the Duchess is over there and he's like, oh, I like her. And Dad's like, oh, you like them light skins, huh? My dad didn't like that. I like the light skins, but I see you like the light skins too. Two black people. They're still black people, but they're light skinned. Now they have a kid. Now that kid comes out as white as me, bro. As white European as me. And now I'm in charge. I'm the Baron. I'm next to be king. You see how it went. That's all that happened. That's literally all that happened. It literally got bred out. That color got bred out of the kingship. No one took over. No one killed anybody. No white people killed the black people to take the kingship. It literally got bred out of their line. You can follow Elizabeth all the way back to the Anunnaki, dude. Her bloodline goes all the way the fuck back, bro. Like to the Anunnaki. Like all these kings, kingship was passed down from heaven. We choose presidents. God chooses kings and queens. It's their blood, their bloodline. They used to be black people. And you could go and look at Queen Elizabeth's mom and read the description. She was swarthy. I'm like, what the fuck, for real? Her dad was white and married a black chick. I think it was something like that. King George or something like that. Crazy shit, bro. Or no, her dad was King George, and he banged a handmaiden or something like that later committed suicide. And that, so she's a bastard. She's the bastard princess that became queen. Bro, it's crazy, man. Why do you think when King or Prince, whatever the fuck, he got up with that black chick, they were freaking out? Because they don't want the color change to go back. They want it to be this light color. And then if it reverts back, they're going to get that old blood back in there. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But in full circle, back to the Olympics, it's all to do with those ancient bloodlines and where they live, where their kingdoms were, right? Like Paris is still Paris. Paris is the same Paris that's always been Paris, right? Just like Egypt's always been Egypt, you know? Oh, man, you stink. When they made Rome, Rome's always been Rome. Russia's always been Russia. I mean, man, it had another name, but I'm saying, right? When they make something, it's that. It's Africa's Africa. You know what I'm saying? The problem is we want us to believe people were only created 6,000 or 8,000 years ago, and then blah, 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 blah. And they don't want us to know the truth about all the other shit, you know? And I don't know why. Why? Truth sets you free. We go anarchy, take over. They would just kill us and restart it all again. I don't understand the end game of why. Why would you do this? Right? So the Anunnaki want their complete power. We're all slaves. You want to keep going, make everything look like it's cool on the cover, but under the cover, on those pages is some dirty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But all we see is this cover, a life, this normal life. We don't know where no money goes. We don't know where none of this power goes or comes from. We don't know where none of this really leads to. It's cool. We just go about our day, you know? Tons of missing pieces. And without knowing all the truth, like, I don't know why people keep playing the game. People continue to play the game always. And, oh, do you know what the Olympics is? That's what it was. You know what the Olympics is? So remember back in the time, Anunnaki had a problem with each other. They warred with each other. Then they fucked up so much shit and killed each other a couple times. And they were like, man, we need to not fight each other. Hey, look, we got these little people. Let's make these people. We'll teach them how to war and shit. And then when I got a problem with you, I'm going to send my army over there, and my army is going to kick your army's ass. And if my army wins, well, then you got to do what I tell you to do. All right? Is that fair? And that's what they agreed on. So throughout all of history, now before this, there was no war on our planet, not between humans. Now, after this, after they made that decision, there was nothing but war. we go over there and kick their ass, and they come over here and kick our ass and take care of us and enslave us and take over our shit and blah, 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 blah. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All throughout history. Until one day they said, hey, let's do things different. They're sitting up on Mount Olympus. They're like, let's have an Olympics game. Instead of war, let's have the greatest athletes, the demigods, right? The demigods will come to fucking wrestle each other and throw monster fucking cannonballs. Y'all don't know what those big balls are, do you? Only people from Hawaii, Samoa, like Krakatoa, any of those Polynesian islands, those are the only people that know what those spheres are. Those balls that are of different sizes. Those are the only people that could possibly know what that is. And I know because I was there. And that's how they pick kings, right? But in challenges, they'll pick this shit up and throw them, right? So imagine there's giants and shit, and they're using these things and throwing them at each other, killing each other and shit, right? So that's what the Olympics games were way back in time. That would decide the fates of countries. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that great? And there's no war for a time until there was again. Isn't it crazy that quite possibly we live in the most amazing time there ever was? We didn't even get to show any videos today. Oh, yeah. I missed TJ's thing. Check that out. Is Satan really bad, though? Compared to God, Jesus, fear mongers, their followers. Oh, see, so here it is. So who is Satan, first of all? I ask everyone that says that word, who is Satan? In your opinion, which one? Who is Lucifer? You know, which one? See, because there's Anunnaki, there's a whole pantheon of these fucks. And once you start knowing who they are, and like Satan is many people. Satan is a word that means that the adversary. So like, if you want to smoke this joint, I'm telling you, no, you ain't smoking no weed. I'm your adversary. I'm your Satan, right? Now, Satan in the Bible is also God in the Bible. So Satan of the Eden, of the garden, was Enlil. That's Enlil. He's the Satan of the Garden of Eden. Swear on it all. And then it's all titles. It's all bullshit. It's all dumb fucking garbage. And they change titles a million times throughout a million years, dude. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years that they were here in the Old Testament of your Bible. And it's hard to fathom, but it's all there. It's hundreds of thousands of years of them living here and having people on this earth. After 150,000 years, I think it was, they couple 100,000 years, they finally decided to make people, because they observed a certain species of an animal for 140,000 years, and they watched it evolve. It climbed out of the trees and it started using its front paws as hands. So it had opposable thumbs. It gained opposable thumbs, and then it started migrating, walking with the animals, not eating them, and they didn't eat it. They grazed with it and they walked with it. You know what I'm saying? They migrated with the animals, it said. And they took that species and created humans, created us. Now, am I saying that's the only kind of thing they created? Hell no, because your Bible says they fucking spliced everything they could to see what they could make. I would too, wouldn't you? If you're a science team on a planet and you're like, dude, look, we can. What's that noise? We can splice DNA and shit. Let's see how many different co-creations we can make. And you know you do it. You mix Kool-Aid together. You mix fucking ingredients together to make different dishes in the kitchen. I mean, come on. We would all do it. We would all do it. It's fucking fascinating shit, man. Check the mycelium video with Paul's statements. Oh, I have to go to this other part over here. But so the original, when the angels fell, they didn't fall. They decided to land on Earth during the wedding of Marduk and a human woman. I got it all, baby. I know. I'll tell you the whole fucking history. I know it by heart. And oh wait, yeah, this one. And they decided to land here, which was forbidden for them. They were said not to do that. And they were like, fuck that shit. I want to come. There's naked bitches running around everywhere because people don't wear clothes. Naked chicks everywhere. Ooh, Galaxy Solutions got what looks like spider mites or thrips. And then after all kinds of bullshit, war happened, them being fucking crazy, Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed, and then they were like, they needed a place on this earth that they could go and not be fucked with these fallen people. And so where they pick? They picked an old mine. You know, they had these big fucking huge machines that would bore into the ground and get the gold out. Get the minerals out of the ground, people. That's what they said. And in there, in an old cavern, right? That literally we could Google Earth it right fucking now, and I could show you where the gates of hell are. And that's what Christians call it. But in these old texts, that was their front fucking door to their house. It was the front door of their house. And it was a place where they put technology up, gates. There were 7 gates that you had to go through. It would strip your armor off. It would strip your fucking magic away from you. It would take your skin. It would take your bones and your fucking and your bones and your muscles away. It would strip you away from everything until you were just a spirit. And then by the time you got to the last gate of hell, right, which is where the house of life is, right, where they made people in the beginning, right? And so once you got through the last gate of hell and you were standing in front of Ishkur-Kegel is her name, okay? Oh, you didn't know? The person sitting on a motherfucking throne in what y'all call hell has a fucking whip. She got leather fucking drab and chains on and big ass fucking titties, bro. Her name's Ishkur-Kegel. Kegel. Just remember the Kegel where the girl tightens her pussy. That's where it comes from, people. I'm not even fucking around. A chick sits there, bro. A chick. And what it was so these fallen angels, which are the Igigi, which were the heroes. They were heroes, bro. They were known on Nibiru, they're known as heroes. Here they got demonized and shit because they wanted to fuck the bitches. They wanted to come down and have sex with chicks. Well, they didn't have the holy sperm. They didn't have the key. They didn't have the DNA sequencing that was necessary to create us, docile, obedient humans. So when they went and fucked bitches, they created goddamn monsters of all kinds of Nephilim. They created crazy monsters. We think of these nice looking giants, proportion perfect. No, man, it was all kinds of crazy monsters, bro. All kinds of crazy monsters. Probably some people looking things, but primarily monsters will come out of these chicks. It was crazy. They didn't have the right DNA code sequencing. That's all it was. If you read it, you'll see. You'll be like, oh, and I guarantee if I could sit with a DNA geneticist, he would be like, oh, this is a sequencing problem. That's all that was. They fucked up the sequence and now it came a monster. We do that in the lab sometimes. We just kill it though. Big Island, whoever can move it is heading to be the next king of Hawaii. See, told you. I've been there. Been there. They got him on all the islands though. All the islands. And dude, when you see these rocks that ancient kings moved, bro, those were giants. There be giants because there's fucking huge people that live in Hawaii now that can't budge that shit. Not the strongest men in the world can't budge that shit. It weighs like 3 cars. It's fucking huge. Huge, bro. And there be giants. Like, King Kamehameha. You know what a longboard is? Yeah, that was a normal surfboard for those people. They were giants, bro. 10 feet tall. At least. At least, bro. Those are probably the runts. All right, let's see where we're at. There be giants. There be monsters. Cannabis breeder. All that's what's his face. Dan the breeder man or some shit. Dan the breeder man. $52 minutes. Holy fucking shit. Or was that just given to somebody to say, here? You ever see Fabulous Fungi? Fungi's resilience and intelligence. Hell yeah. Yeah, go check that video out, guys. I'm going to save it. 52 minutes. Holy bejesus. Yeah, but man, once you realize what the fuck this is all about, and who's doing it, and who's in charge, and what they're portraying and shit, you'll sit back and laugh. You'll be like, holy shit, damn, that's that ancient shit that we was reading in church, bro. Holy crap. Because when they come to Earth, I mean America, we do some Christian shit or some Catholic shit, right? Don't we? But how about Snoop Dogg being the fucking bearer of the fucking... Oh my God, dude. Fabulous Fungi. Your brain, who's in control? Oh, you know what we could do? Aspergillosis. Was that Asperger's disease? Here's something for you, bro. Check this. I should have showed you this a long time ago instead of just telling you. I could have showed you.
Medical professionals from across the state will be gathering in West Michigan early next month for an innovation conference focused on the latest advances in treating epilepsy and some of the exciting changes on the horizon. Among those attending, Dr. David Burdett, a neurologist with Spectrum Health. Dr. Burdett joins us live in studio tonight to talk a little bit more about treating this challenging neurological disorder. You know, when I think about epilepsy, I think about the medicine involved and how hard it is to find the right combo, if ever, to treat it. Talk about CBD oil now in the middle of all this, because there is so much hype about CBD as an effective treatment for epilepsy. Where do you stand on that?
To your point, epilepsy can be very difficult to treat. Over 100,000 people in Michigan have epilepsy, and a third of those people, despite our best efforts to control their seizures with anti-epileptic medications, are unsuccessful in getting those seizures controlled. So we look to other medications, substances. What can we do to possibly treat these potentially quite devastating seizures? And one
So we're in 2024, and I swear to God, back in like 2015, 2014, they were already discovered that the CBD would instantly stop seizures in kids. And then kids had to move to different states, like they were moving from like Illinois to Cali and shit, and getting illegal shit and like risking it all. You know what I mean? There was all kinds of documentaries. So it's pretty sad that, you know, more people don't know. But that's the first thing I said was CBD. You know what I'm saying? CBD's been known to stop that shit instantly.
One of those is medical marijuana. When we think of marijuana, I think of THC, delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. That is the substance that has the euphoric, the psychoactive substance. But CBD, cannabidiol, is different. It actually opposes that psychoactive effect, and there is good data that CBD is actually helpful for the treatment of epilepsy.
So these are the kind of things that you'll be talking about, I guess, among others at this innovation conference. When I think about innovation, I think about the medical mile and all of the great minds on the medical mile. What do you think is getting in the way of getting to the bottom of treating epilepsy?
I like to say that no one really understands the brain, but that neurologists approximate an understanding. And it is that incomplete understanding that we have that gets in the way of our treating epilepsy. And additionally, the brain is very sensitive. We need our brain to be who we are. So if we do something that alters the brain, it may have downstream effects. So we're walking a tightrope, and at the Medical Mile, we're doing active research looking into new medications, CBD to be in particular, but also in some implantable devices that can fight seizures, almost have the brain unlearn how to have a seizure, while at the same time not producing any ill psychological or cognitive effects.
Sure, but there's a financial component, I'm sure, that's involved there too. That
there is.
There needs to be an investment.
There needs to be an investment, and that's where conferences like the Innovation.
Cool. So that one's about CBD and THC and different. See, that's what the best part is there's 120 different cannabinoids or some shit like that. So it's how they stack up and combine in each different pheno, not cultivar, pheno. It's the pheno, people. And once you find the pheno that does the job for you, you got to get a clone and leaf samples. Put those leaf samples, you know, mark them all up, put them in the freezer. If anything happens to that clone, you got tissue culture. You only need one cell. If you grab fucking 3 leaves, you got thousands and thousands and thousands of plants, man. And then once that works for you, you tell other people that have seizures to try that. And say, this one worked for me, you try this one. And then you go on the march for them. You know what I mean? Train system in Japan more efficient. Oh, no shit. Showed that's right. Showed them the fastest pass, how they go. Yep. But that's what it is, man. How they stack those cannabinoid stacking. But so seizures in dogs, right? This is what so I'm all over TikTok, and I do like see all kinds of people with all kinds of problems with their dogs. And every time I see anyone with a seizure, especially a dog, I say, give it CBD. I say, if you love that person or your pet, you'll be giving them CBD. Like, especially if they're having a seizure, you pour CBD in their mouth, under their tongue, and they will not slowly, like almost instantly, but come out of it. They're coming right out of it. That's the one, man. That is the one. I'm telling you guys. And in dogs, especially, if your dogs have seizures, you better be giving it CBD, dude, or you're killing your dog, dude. That's all you're doing. You're torturing your dog. Every day your dog has to have a seizure because you won't give it CBD you're a terrible, terrible person. You do not deserve a dog. You do not deserve a dog. Because it's just the goddamn truth. It's the fucking truth. Fungal invaders. I'm trying to find here we go. These ones are suppressing.
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most.
But this is like before I ever moved here, this is what they were all talking about, CBD, you know, with
Actually, I noticed it when I was around 18, 19 years old. I get more dizzy. I feel like I'm fainting and like low blood pressure, something like that. And still, I didn't know what it is. And around 20 or 21, they got my brain map, and they figured out that I born with epilepsy and all the symptoms because of that. I started actually taking medication around 10 years ago. Okay. I realized that I'm not going to take any medication because medication make me worse. I try to sleep at least 8 to 10 hours a night, and I work on my diet a little bit, and no stress as much as I could, but still I was getting episode every day, almost every day. And the problem is when you get it, sometimes it hits you hard, sometimes it hits you easier. What happened when I was introduced to the mushroom, I didn't know what I'm getting out of it. So I started the first week, I didn't feel any different, but they told me you have to take it, just keep taking it until it hits you. I didn't even know it was gonna stop my seizure. I had no idea. So what happened, the second week I felt like, oh, I'm better, but I was getting the episode, but it wasn't as strong. And then after that, no episode at all. It was just clear and free. And I was focused. I have an online business, and the interesting fact, I start my business after I stopped taking the medication, because medication, I couldn't function. So I was basically home, and I had actually nurse for 3 years, even driving me around. I couldn't even drive. Before the mushroom, what I do with my situation, I try to, as soon as I'm good and I feel like I'm okay, I try to finish as much as I could, because I know that it's gonna hit me and I'm gonna have a headache and I'm gonna have a body ache and I'm gonna start the cycle. Since this, I'm not as rushed. I feel like I have time. I'm okay. I can handle it.
So here's non-psychoactive methods right here. I forgot lion's mane was a big one they were using too. See right here.
Hey, it's Mike here, and today, lion's mane mushrooms for brain health. In particular, we're going to investigate some claims that have been floating around.
So that one's for Alzheimer's, but yeah, it's neurofuel, so that's what it is. You know what I mean? Mushrooms. They probably won't have any psychoactive ones on here. Yeah, so they're probably not going to have it on here because it's not it's not a big thing right now. But yeah, you got to look into it and see. But he probably passed out by now. But man, it'd be cool to know if he uses CBD at all.
Hundreds of millions of years ago, they began to colonize the emerging lands. Lurking inside trees and other plants, creeping through the soil, they have gradually expanded their invisible realm.
Rizzo. We're not gonna watch this whole thing. Oh, I almost left. 52 minutes. Go check that shit out. It looked pretty dope. There's tons of those fantastic fungi and all that kind of cool stuff. And I won't pretend to know anything about mushrooms, dude. I don't know shit about them. I love them. I know they taste delicious. I know when you get the right tripping ones, they're fun. You know, but you have to do your research on those subjects yourself and from those experts that know all about it. And they got tons of testimonials. I know because I've seen a whole bunch of them. Helps with seizures, headaches, you know, like those migraines. What was that one? Alzheimer's. Oh, you know what one it really helps with? What was that? Parkinson's. Michael J. Fox, bro. Man, it's crazy, bro. CBD especially. If he would have just took some of that shit, man, it's fucking terrible. Craziness, man. What do you got smoking on? Smoking on anything? I should probably go outside and IPM my plants. Soon we won't have any moon. It's probably a little sliver up there somewhere right now. And we won't be able to do anything until the moon comes back. See. And within that 4-day span, 2, 3, 4-day span, whatever it might be in your spot, big things could happen. So if you got an IPM, you should buy IPM. If you got moths out there, those moths are eating plus laying babies. And it might not be bad for about a week. But then that week's over with, and those babies merge out all those fucking hundreds of fucking eggs, and they destroy your plant, man. They're going to eat it all. And depending on how many moths went out there and laid eggs, holy fucking Christ. It could be a madhouse, dude. That's like those trellises out there. We go out there and squish all them fucking eggs. There'll be tons, dude. It's crazy. You know, because trellis is all like way over there. So them fucking moths will lay them right on the line of the trellis, and then they'll all hatch and then crawl over to the fucking plant. It's wild. I think I only have 4 plants that aren't showing flower right now. So that's pretty cool. 4, maybe 5. But that'll give me a broken up time of harvest. You know? And man, Kylo Ren is like right on schedule. Right on schedule. Like it looks like I cloned the original Kylo Ren and put it there. Like literally, if I went away and came there and I didn't know any better, I'd be like, oh, you brought the original Kylo Ren out? Fuck yeah. It looks and smells and grows exactly like the original F1. And mind you, these are F3 number 6s. Oh, yeah. F3 number 6. I told you number 6 is going to be the one. Yep. Crazy. Wouldn't that be weird, though, if I accidentally fucked up and because I had Backcross too, Kylo Ren Backcross. And wouldn't it be crazy? Like Fake Dog, he's like, yeah, I forgot what that one was. I didn't tag it. I'm like, yeah, it happens all the time. What if I accidentally put the Backcross out there? Because that's what the Backcross is. It's that one. It's that original one Backcrossed. Hell yeah, dude. So it should be true to form, the Backcross. But I had him labeled as number 6. But number 6 should be like the original, shouldn't it? I just can't wait till the flower is done to see what it turns out to be. It's going to be fucking fantastic. We got mad fucking terps out there. I must have played something that YouTube didn't like. Ow, bitch. I keep forgetting I got this. The basement's all frosty. It's got about, after this week, I might let it go one more week. So it was flipped on like, was it June 4th? June 4th, then July 4th. Something like that. Because it's like 8 weeks old, 6, 7 weeks old, some shit like that. And they're doing great. They got fed water. But they're super fucking frosty. And they don't smell good, right? They're not the like terpy shit. So all the terpy shit's outside. Man, that shit's terpy. Terpy. I hope Seymour's package gets to him, bro. If Seymour's package gets to him, it'll be a fucking miracle. Let me tell you. Because, you know, you can't vacuum seal clones, right? You can't vacuum seal a clone. It'll die, won't it? It'll be all fucked up. So you just put it in a baggie, right? You just put it in a baggie. Man, I'm telling you, that shit is stinky, bro. That's some terpy ass shit, bro. They're going to be like, this box smells like weed. They're going to open it up. It's going to be fucking plants in there and shit. You'd be like, what the fuck? But hopefully they ship that. Yeah, plants aren't illegal, are they? Can you send clones? Are you allowed to send clones? Who knows this? Who knows the answer to this question? It used to be you couldn't send seeds. And then we cleared that fucking shit up real quick. We're done losing seeds. Fuck you guys. I'm done fucking, not you guys, those guys over there. Them fucking assholes. I'm done losing fucking seeds in the fucking mail to people who think that seeds are illegal to ship. You know, now it's 2024. That's long gone. But man, that's used to be a bullshit. Take all your fucking seeds and shit. Like, that's not illegal. But I wonder if shipping clones is all cool now. People ship clones back and forth. It's just a plan, right? There's no THC in it, right? It's just juice and fiber. It's got all that genetic code in there. Hell yeah. See how they go. We're finishing up our Twisted OG #1. Green and purple. It's just like this perfect fucking color. It looks like Oreos to me. Smells like berries and cream. Like a doll berry. Like a musky berry. Oh, so good. God damn, that's so good. So this is the last message I can see. I don't know if you guys are talking or not. Oh, shit. I gotta go work out tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So in 8 hours. It's perfect. I can go IPN and get like 6 hours of sleep. Get my flashlight. I wonder if, hey, did you ever find your green headlamp? I'm here just laying down stone listening to you. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Are you working in the garden? Cheers. Hell yeah. I run out of shit to talk about. When I work in the garden, I usually work in the dark. Like if you stand out there and train your eyes, you know, you'll be able to see in time, you know. Yeah, you had to water late. Fuck yeah. I should probably do that too. I usually water early. Water in the morning. And then they get to grow and exasperate that shit all night or all day. Hell yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad my chat's not broke because sometimes it is. And then I'll look on the phone and I'll be like, what the fuck is going on here? You got flowers yet, Off-Grid Terps? I know you ignited them again. Ignition! Oh, shit. When I go outside, I use this little light somewhere around here. Probably over there. And it's white. Starting to transition. Hell yeah. Yeah, watch out. Watch though. I mean, not too much, because then you'll lock them out. That's what people do when they put too much phosphorus in. They lock them out because remember like Operation Annihilation was like, "Yo, can I send you some fucking Beck 104 fucking 11-pound bags?" And then motherfuckers will get that shit, bro, and put a whole goddamn bag on the fucking plant and be like, "Yo, all right, look at that shit." And the next thing you know, they're locked out from the phosphorus. Hell yeah. See, if you can see the growth pattern changing, then it's already ignited. Like that's changed. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful with that phosphorus. I mean, when you change it and it's in your food in the ratios, it's better proportion. But when it's that strong one-sided fucking phosphorus for igniting a flower, igniting your plant, man, I've seen people fuck it up. And then they'll be in flower and they'll be like, "What the fuck's wrong with my plant? What's happening?" And then, we'll be like figuring out what the fuck you did. And then, "How many times did you put the phosphorus in there? Holy shit. Wow, you probably got a lockout. All right, do this." And then it'll change. Yeah, you definitely don't want a phosphorus lockout. I had a potassium lockout, dude. So my buds were just stretching and they were all airy and shit. I couldn't get them to plump up to save my fucking life, dude. I mean, I was fucking putting everything in there, all the potassium, bananas and all that shit. Well, in a week or two, you'll be full on flower and you won't need an igniter. You know what I mean? That was like that one dude we were watching to start a flower. He was putting the flower finisher in. It clearly says flower finisher and you're putting it in and you're in veg still. Like looking at you're trying to ignite your plant. You know what I mean? Not you, that one guy. Remember? She was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah, so it's either do it now or don't do it at all. You know what I mean? Because you have other good shit. You have other good stuff to use. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I only did it once. And I want a flower feed so bad, baby. Oh, I want to. But I got to wait just a little bit longer. Right, Papa? We got to wait. We're going to dry mend. Because, I put liquid down. And so this next run is going to be dry amendment on the top. And then, of course, resin. Holy shit, we're using resin. Dude. That shit. I can't wait to see the end fucking results of this stuff, dude. It's crazy. Like the plants alone smell fucking tremendous. Like the terps coming off that shit are strong. Like, wow. Like, dude, I wash my hands and there's like, when I go outside and I'm fucking with my plants, I come in and wash my hands and it's coming out of my pores. Like it's all over me, bro. It's super duper. Like you ever go in a dispensary and you smell that smell, how strong that is? That's how it smells, bro, after I wash my hands. Shit. I can't wait to see what this weed's going to be like. It's going to be fucking wild. Hell yeah. But you might have a different regimen, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know, be careful with that, the phosphorus, because people either burn it or you lock it out. You get a potassium or an overload. What is it called? Phosphorus, not a deficiency, an overload. And you get this specific like leaf pattern burn, and then you get a lockout. It's bullshit. And then you got a pH flush the fucking goddamn soil, flush it all out. And you definitely don't want to do that. Not in those pots. So it's always slow. Remember, the turtle wins the race every time. The rabbit runs out of steam and dies every time. Every time. That turtle never stops. Always keeps moving. Slow and steady. And then now, see, as soon as you see that flower, though, boom, go, baby. Go time. Hell yeah, flower feed. Flower feed, flower feed, flower feed, flower feed. Because too much phosphorus in the stretch before you see the pom-pom, man, given enough water, ooh, wee, that stretch could take off on you. You know what I mean? Phosphorus is like the igniter. It's like the stretch. It's the fuel. It's the go big, baby. You know? Yeah. But you have huge pots in those big pots. You know? So it might not matter as much. And depending on how much you put in there, you know, you could put micro amounts just to budget just a little bit more. Come on, bitch, go, 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 go. But yeah, this is the time though when, you know, July is when the magic happens. July is when you see your little bitch ass plant turn into a real fucking plant, right? But now, from now until about August 20th, and after that, it's just full on hardcore flower. It's like week 4 of flower, so you're used to it, right? It's a big old fucking bitch, just getting bigger, right? But from now until like August 20th, 25th, dude, your plant's going to get fucking huge. It doubles in size, triples in size. Whatever it is now, it's going to be a fucking giant thing, dude. Booming hard, lightsabers ever. Oh, man, lightsabers. Hundreds of tops. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. And now, see, if you let it go from now, don't train anything else out. Don't, unless something goes, ooh, I'm up here, nobody else is. You know, maybe pull her back, but like let it go. And then now you let it grow up and shit, and then it'll fucking grow into the donkey dicks you want to see. You know, so you'll be swaying in the wind and shit a little bit. Woo! Fucking love it. See, me, I don't top. I stopped topping a long time ago, but I train. I'll pull them down, pull them over, pull them over, pull them over and shit. So I minimize how long my donkey dicks get. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted the big long donkey dick, I would never pull it out. I've gone straight up from the get-go like TJ's. Like TJ, that's how he gets those fucking donkey dicks, dude. Because he'll cut some at the bottom. You know, so he's got 4 branches. And those 4 branches grow fucking, they're like 8 feet long now, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Like I'm saying, there's all kinds of different ways to train and different methods, man. I love seeing them because people, sometimes they get it. They understand what they're creating. And it's not until the flowers come do they understand what they have done. And that's the best part. That's why I tell everyone, I'm like, ooh. And I don't want to be the guy that's like, I'm the know-it-all. You got to do what I say. But it's like, hey, man, if I tell you to fucking support your plant, I mean support your plant. And it's the guys that don't. And we go back and check on them, and their shit's all like, big, huge donkey dicks flopping and flying on the ground and shit. That's the thing you don't want. Oh, they'll get super thirsty, bro. This is the time, like you said it best. You want to keep up that nitrogen. You want to drop your veg feed, right? But keep that nitrogen in there because it's going to stretch. The thing you don't want your plant to do is to yellow out during this stretch and transition, because then you're like, fuck. Now it's like, what do I give it? You want to give it your flower feed, but sometimes the flower feed just isn't enough to get it back into the green. You understand that, right? Because it's going to keep sucking it. Because, we just did a leaf strip and shit. We just picked off all the available stored energy that it could have got. And it's going to go yellow as you want to keep up that veg, that nitrogen and shit for chlorophyll production. That's all it is. We think nitrogen equals green, but that's not what it is. You need sugars really to produce these fucking chlorophylls and shit and everything through osmosis and, Jones and shit. It's plant science, baby. Remember biology? Fucking hated biology. They made you take notes. It was in like college classes and shit. It sucked ass. They're going to be twice as thirsty as they were during this time. They're twice as hungry. So what's happening here, guys, is you only see the top. I told you I focus on the roots. So therefore, I know what's happening right now in our soil, in our medium, right? When it's flower time, transition, right? Your roots are going to double the capacity, or if that's the right word or a backwards word, but they're going to double their mass. So whatever root system you had, it's going to times 2 itself or more if it probably can. You feed it, right? And that is what we're seeing up top. We're seeing the extra feeding, the extra drinking, the plants getting bigger. Most people don't know that the root is doubling. The root is getting bigger. It's grown all kinds of new shoots for the flower. Remember, the plant knows it's going to get bigger and heavier. So the plant knows to root itself in. Anchor down. Hunker down. We're going to get top heavy, right? If for nothing else, a tree knows what it's going to do, right? So for nothing else, that's what the roots are doing. But luckily for us, it does all those other things and produces a way bigger plant up top for us. So we know to feed, water. Roots. Like if you ever taken notes, if you ever write notes about what you should do during the grow and what you did during the grow, every page, every start of a paragraph, everything should say, I paid attention to my roots. Like roots. Like I'm focusing on my roots as the number one thing. Always and forever. If there's a problem with your plant, is the problem with your roots. Is what it is. Some things are leaf borne, molds and shit like that, pests. But if your plant is yellowing, you got a root issue. It's in the soil, maybe not the root itself, but it's in the soil, and it can be fixed by paying attention to the roots. If you grow in pots, pull your fucking plant out of the pot. Pull your plant out of the pot and look at the roots. Study that shit. Use mycorrhiza, right? Most people I don't use mycorrhiza because that's an extra expense I'd have to buy. What the fuck? Well, roots grow, dude. Roots grow. And guess what? Music grows roots. Did you know that? Yeah, you guys know sound waves. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, the roots love it. I did an experiment, bro. I built a sound wave room and I played the music from one specific side. And all the roots grew to that fucking side, dude. Isn't that crazy? I pulled the roots and there was no roots in the side, maybe one or two. They all grew towards the music. Wild, ain't it? Now, when I reverberated the music all around the whole room, the roots grew symmetrically. It's a great experiment. You guys should try it. Roots. Always roots. I don't give a fuck what the top of the plant looks like. I don't give a fuck if it's a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Are those roots growing correctly? Okay, cool. That's going to do something. It's going to do its thing. Maybe not Charlie Brown Christmas tree, but you know what I'm talking about. And then it comes down to bud. When it goes in the flower, what that's going to look like. And you can control that flower by your roots. Roots equals fruits. The bigger your roots, the bigger the fruits. People think it's the bigger the branches, the bigger the fruits. But guess what? That branch only gets big through the root. Through the root. That's all. But that's how it is, man. Roots, roots, roots. Always roots, dude. It's the most important thing. Like, for instance, when looking at these trees, I've been looking at these trees over here wondering, what are you looking at, dude? I'm looking at all these trees covered with moss like a motherfucker. Like, how are they breathing and shit? But it's like, you know, the roots are connected to all that shit through the fungi. That was probably the purpose of that video. It's all connected to the fungi. Shit, man. So you got to have the roots in check. Air, man, I'm telling you, dude, I don't know who the fuck got me onto that shit, but air is the most important, like one of the most important things in your root system. You would never think it. I come from Ohio. Things grow in clay type, muddy clay soil. Like, ain't no motherfucking air down there, dude. You think, until you learn what worms do and different bugs and stuff. They make the holes that come to the surface. The air goes down in. It's just what happens with air. It goes in there, just like water. So it's like the air just goes in there. No need to pump air down there. It just goes through and is down there, right? So it happens all throughout the world, naturally, and shit. But if you don't produce this in your grow, you could choke your root system out. And it will suffocate, and it'll turn septic, I call it swamp ass. You'll smell your fucking soil, and it'll smell like ammonia, and it'll be swamp ass, bro. And it's like acid in the fucking, like ammonia in the fucking pot, bro. And it's like nasty, and it'll kill your roots. And then your fruit's definitely gonna die. Air. You might say, Twisted, I'm having this problem outside right now where my root system ain't getting no fucking air. You go get yourself a pitchfork. You go jab that pitchfork down in that motherfucking soil, and you loosen it up towards the plant. You dig and loosen. Not Hulk smash break shit. I said loosen all the way around. That's all you gotta do. And if that ain't good enough for it, you go get yourself some pipe. This is what I did. I go and got myself some pipe, and I put all these little slits in it, and I pounded them in the ground. And that works. That shit works. Got air right down to the root system. You know what I'm saying? Mine was waterproof, and I couldn't get nutrients and water down to the roots. I was like, what the fuck? And I had to put these things in, and it worked fucking great, like a charm. Yep, air to the roots, man. And look, roots like oxygen, right? I don't know. You don't think there's oxygen in the ground and shit. I know it's weird. We don't think these things, but yet they're there. So if we don't produce that for the roots in our own grow, maybe not outside, but inside. So there's a molecule of oxygen, an extra oxygen molecule in this stuff called peroxide, right? No, so peroxide is just super water. That's all it is. It's super water. It's H2O2. You know, H2O, there's water. H2O2. It's just super water. That's all it is. It's just super water, bro. So when you use a lot of it, It disinfects things. It'll kill your fungi. It'll kill your microbes. But when you use only a drop or two, maybe 3, maybe 4, don't go high, stay low. You add an extra molecule of oxygen to your water. When you put that in your root zone, your roots go, they love that shit, man. And your plant will get fucking huge. Huge. Because what's a plant? What does the plant give off? What does the plant give off? Oxygen. And it breathes in CO2. There's no exchange. Do you understand that? That CO2 don't turn to oxygen. Do you understand that, right? The oxygen's coming from the roots and going out. It's a great thing, man. They use that CO2 for like osmosis or chlorophyll production or whatever the fuck they do. We should do plant science one day. That shit's all fucking so in depth and confusing. It's not really. Once you read about it, learn about it, it's like, oh, okay, so this does this, that does this, that controls that. It's as easy as how you learn how to plug a fucking light in and turn it on. Like I had to build that light, first of all. You know? There's all kinds of little techniques and tricks. The peroxide one's my favorite, though. I love using that one, especially outside. In all my teas, I put peroxide in. All of them. That's my thing. You might say, but you put microbes in there. Fuck yeah. And guess what? All of that shit breathes oxygen. All of it. They love it. I should go out there and check my plants and do an IPM on my shit. Sounds like a good idea. Before it fucking, oh, it might rain. I wonder what the rain's saying. Let's see what we got. 70 degrees. The sun is hiding behind the clouds, it says. Mostly cloudy. Why wouldn't it show the moon, though? That's weird. We're almost done with our joint. Takes a long time to smoke one of these motherfuckers. Flower dew. Hell yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to go do this shit. Get it done. My ass hurts. I've been sitting here way too fucking long. And shit. So until next time, tend to your garden. Roots, roots, roots equals the fruits. Feed your roots. People say feed your soil. But I really don't. I feed my roots because I don't think there's soil there. It's I have permaculture, right? So I have like compost, like straw, compost, straw, compost, straw, compost, straw. And my straw is chop and drop. Like I did use some straw, but then I ran out real quick because I spread it all over. So I use chop and drop. And then it's like potash. So it's basically like this fucking. Imagine what the scarecrow, like inside his chest would be like. Like that's like what my roots just grow in that shit. When I step on that, it's like I sink in, you sink down, and I'm like, fuck, and I gotta dig it all up and shit. You know what I mean? You don't want it compacted at all. It's like you could probably, if I got buried in there, I bet you I could breathe. I bet you I could breathe perfectly fine if I like just didn't get all the shit in my mouth and just moved. You probably, I bet you could breathe in my fucking holes. That you could breathe in my hole. Well, that's a done deal. All right, everybody. It's been fun. And it's been real. And now it's time to go do some fucking work outside, I guess. So you guys have a good night. And this has been another Do You Even Grow, Bro? And